Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Colts of Orlando taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Got it. Ready?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield. And
he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Richardson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
43 rounds. Ready?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on third down, Alexander. And this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
19.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown Raiders! Michael Mayer from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see this there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Come on, come on.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, 26 yards. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first and 10, Alexander. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, Jacobs. And some room to run now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Back to throw. Alexander. His throw incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco to about the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
2nd and 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Richardson looking to throw.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
146 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Quickly completed to the right flat. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Pass incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Richardson working from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. throwing on first down. Alexander. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To the right side, here's Mayer.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Ready?
On first down, Alexander. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Alexander.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On first down, Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Gabriel's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
7 Pirates. 19 tight.
Richardson to the air on first down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
This is caught with a catch right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Check contact. Ready.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Trap 50.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Colts 42, Raiders 24. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10.
to throw again. Alexander. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
10 yards to go.
Got it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, ready.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Check.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking to throw on second down. Alexander, touchdown!
Michael Mayer.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that